All across the globe, people are learning to make jewellery from home, creating their own small and wonderful businesses with a simple toolkit and a passion for making sparkly things. I've invited 3 jewellers to my home for 3 days of making, learning, creating, and some serious relaxation. This is the Jewellers Retreat. Over the next few days, 3 budding jewellers will make 3 projects. From pendants and earrings to engagement rings and bangles, they will cover it all. With only a limited time to complete each project, the pressure will be on. But we'll be cheering them on every step of the way, and we'll get to see just how some of this amazing jewellery is made. Meet Sally Coston, graphic designer turned part-time jeweller based in London's Clerkenwell. Marketa Garnay, Cornwall-based part-time waiter, full-time mum and budding jeweller who loves to make. And Jasmine Butler, Brighton-based art teacher with a thriving jewellery business on the side. These jewellers have all completed a 1-year diploma in silver jewellery at Jewellers Academy and have come such a long way since starting out. I can't wait to see how they get on with their projects. And they will not be alone, guided by 3 talented mentors: Stelios Karantanas, Greek jeweller who lives and creates in London, a jewellery designer and tutor; Hayley Kruger, South African, Oxfordshire-based designer, maker and teacher; and Barbara Yard, London-based jeweller, designer and maker. Alongside 2 business mentors, myself, Jessica Rose, founder of the London Jewellery School and Jewellers Academy, and Anna Campbell, our community manager, jeweller and teacher. Expect jewellery making, tool porn, techniques, business tips, gemstones, and most of all, tons of fun and creativity with this talented group of budding jewellers. If you're ready, let's get started. Welcome to day 1 of the Jewellers Retreat. As you can see, I'm here in the studio with the jewellers. Hey jewellers.
Hi.
Hi. Today they'll be making a necklace for a special occasion with someone they know in mind. They have 4 hours to complete the project and that time starts now. So without further ado, let's get making. So Jasmine, how is it going? Tell me a bit about what you're going to be making for us today.
Pendant. I am making it for my mum. My mum is a real fan of Art Deco and the 1920s era. She lives in a 1920s house. So we've got the Art Deco patterns. There's lots of fans. And I want to go like quite statement with it as well.
So how's it going to translate into the pendant?
Really like this fan idea, so I've taken the fan idea and thought about how that would work as a pendant and incorporating it with circles as well, and ended up on this sort of thing. It's all silver. I'm going to reticulate a couple of the elements as well, just to get that idea of ripples and water in there too. And the stone, I'm going to use a solidite cabochon.
Gorgeous.
That's to reflect the idea of water as well. So
nice.
Blue stone.
Do you think you can do it in the 4 hours?
I'm going to give it a really good go. I think it's going to be a push, but yeah.
Yeah, lots of soaring, lots of stone setting.
Soaring, lots of reticulating.
Yeah.
But
I think you can do it.
It's gone all right so far, so
yeah.
We'll see.
Awesome. All right, well, good luck. I hope it goes well. Hi there, Sally.
Hi, Jess.
How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. I think I know what I'm up to.
Good, good. So tell me about your design for the pendant today and who it's for.
This is for my friend Katie. She's receiving an award from the High Sheriff of London, which is for bravery and demonstrating public spirit. And I've built something that represents, I believe, her character.
So she's going to be presented with an award.
So she's getting an award, and she's going to wear this to the award. So the 3 animals represent something of her character.
So what animals do we have?
So we have the gazelle, alertness, grace under pressure. The bear for power, protection. Lioness, she represents courage, essentially.
So this is going to be a lot of piercing. Is this in sheet metal?
It's sheet metal, it's all piercing. 0.8 sheet, sterling, and then on the back, hanging quite low on the back, are the scales of justice to represent
Very apt.
the whole story.
Do you think you'll get it done in the 4 hours?
If the piercing goes well, I would think so.
All right, well, I think you can do it. Best of luck, and I look forward to seeing it come to life.
Yeah, me too.
Hi there, Marketa.
Hello, Jess.
Lovely to see you.
Really good to be here, thank you.
Great. So tell us a bit about what you're going to be making today and who it's for.
So I will be making silver pendant.
Lovely.
And it's for my sister. She got proposed recently. She's been with her boyfriend for nearly 20 years. And she thought it would never happen, and he actually proposed.
Oh, amazing. So tell us about the piece. So there's some drawings here.
Yes, I thought I will do kinetic one, moving pendant. It's a sheet metal. It's quite thick. It's about 1.65 millimeters thick, and because they've been together since they were 16 years old, so the picture actually is about little girl and little boy kissing.
Oh, very, very sweet. So that's going to be soldered on, and then there's going to be setting on the back, stone.
And yeah, the back is going to be a flush setting with a blue sapphire, because it's for wedding and you're supposed to wear something blue, something new and blue.
Do you think you'll get it done in the 4 hours?
I'm hoping I will. The most tricky part, it's going to be the spinning. So
well, I'm
fingers
sure you
crossed.
can do it. All my fingers are crossed for you, absolutely. Best of luck. Can't wait to see it come to life. Today, the students will be guided by mentor Stelios Karantanas. Stelios is a Greek jeweller who lives and creates in London. With 14 years' experience, his expertise in jewellery design and manufacturing comes from his immense background within the industry. Receiving 2 scholarships and working as a freelance designer maker in Greece, Stelios teaches at Jewellers Academy, working in a range of silversmithing and goldsmithing techniques, as well as wax carving tutorials. He is also a mentor for the Jewellers Academy Diploma Programme, where he continues to teach hundreds of students from all over the world.
Hello, Jasmine.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How we got here?
I've been piercing all the elements for my piece. So they're the bits that are going to be plain, and then over there I've got the bits that are going to be reticulated. So I'm sort of part way through the process. How many times do you think I should anneal it to get it to reticulation?
Something between 5 and 8 times. You're gonna see after the 4th, 5th time, your metal, your silver starts change the surface, and because comes the fine silver, it's gonna have a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, the surface is gonna look more like fine. You're going to realize that. So good luck, and I can't wait to see your final project.
So I'm going to solder 2 bits on each side, create another 2 holes in the frame.
All right.
And then, yeah, I have to do the rivet, so hammer it. But how long would you do that?
4 or 5 times one side, yeah, because we give different pressure with the hammer and takes out the
Yeah.
underneath different pressure. So it's good if you flip it,
Okay.
once
Yeah.
in a while, yeah?
Oh, thank
Cool.
you. That's
Good luck,
really- Oh,
and I can't wait to see the movements on your pendant.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All of these jewellers have their own unique path and story into jewellery making, and they were not traditional routes. Sally came to jewellery later in life after a full career in graphic design. After completing her training, she has gone on to win numerous awards. She is an inspirational student and jeweller.
So I first started to learn how to make jewellery at the London Jewellery School, and it was a taster class. Like many people, it was just to find out what jewellery making was about, touching on different techniques, different approaches, and I got the bug, and I think that's quite a common thing with jewellery making. So I'm a graphic designer. I love pattern, I like form. I find it a very natural fit to work from graphics into jewellery, and jewellery informs my graphics work as well. Having had a very serious illness in my late 30s, it was at that point that I started to evaluate what I wanted to do, and it felt like a spur and a second chance, I suppose, to do something I absolutely love, which is jewellery making. The Goldsmiths Awards are the pinnacle of competition for jewellers, and I was encouraged to enter it, not expecting to achieve anything, but came away with an award in my first go. I think moving forward I need to and want to spend more time on my jewellery business and put a little more behind it, both in time, invest if I can, and promote it more thoroughly to make it a business in its own right. I've got one dilemma as to how the chain attaches at the top.
Now, in this case, instead of solder it, let's say on the top of the ears, like these,
Yeah,
so you can see the jump ring, which is not very nice.
yeah.
So I was going to solder at the back like
On
this,
the back.
yes, and
Oh
also
yeah. And I've got
you can
room.
put
I've got room at the top here,
correct,
haven't
yes, you do. So you can hide the jump ring behind.
I? Oh, that could be really nice.
Yeah, and then the chain, you can have the fluidity of the chain as
Yeah.
well, and the movement.
Yeah. I think that
And
would
also
be a
it's
lot
gonna look
nicer.
more like a pendant. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good call though, putting the jumps behind it. I
So you
think
can
is
hide the
good.
jump rings
Yeah.
behind,
Yeah.
vertical, and then put through the chain.
Yeah. Perfect.
Good luck, and I can't wait to see the final piece.
Brilliant. Thanks,
You're
Stelios.
welcome.
Okay, jewellers, so we are halfway through. This is your half-time mark, so we've got about 2 hours left. Keep going, keep at it, it's looking awesome.
So I'm going to place flame on the point of the wire here and hoping I will create granules so the wire actually will stay through but the whole frame will be moving. Okay, not much is happening. Well, I think I need help. I'm just placing a little bit more flux. It's getting there. Oh.
Oopsie.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm going to bring some wire, yeah?
Yeah. Drama. Let's try again. This is the second time to do this. Fingers crossed. It's stubborn, isn't it? It's got the bigger torch.
Maybe?
Yeah. So let's try the bigger torch. go.
Well done.
Yay! And it did it. Yeah, this is great. I'm happy with this.
Making a necklace is a fundamental skill for any jeweller to master. And as we've seen today, the designs and techniques used can be vastly different. One element that features heavily on a necklace, as well as any piece that incorporates chain, is a jump ring. For any non-jewellers watching, a jump ring is a small metal loop that connects one piece of jewellery to another. Let's have a look at how these are made.
Now I have the wire and I'm going to wrap it around of my needle file, so quite tight. And then I'm gonna go back to the other edge as well, do exactly the same thing. And I'm just gonna take it out. I'm going to wrap it with my masking tape. So as you can see now, I have the gap through. And then what I'm going to do, I'm gonna use my saw frame. I'm going to put through the saw blade through the jump rings. I just left this tape on the side just to hold it, and then slowly and careful, I'm just going and cut the jump rings one by one. And here I have my jump rings.
Okay, so this isn't going as well as it usually does. It's just not getting the creases, just not creasing up. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna maybe switch to the big, get the big guy out. Okay. Trouble is, I've got to be really careful because if I heat it too much, it will make a hole, and I do not want a hole. It's just not happening. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to go with no creases on this bit. Okay.
So with cramped fingers, I've got to the very last bit of this at last. So I've just got to make sure I do it properly, and hopefully this will be the very last bit. It's done. Hey, there you go. That is a couple of hours in one slither of silver. Done. Not bad. I've got one thin bit. That's a bit problematic. Should be all right. Should hold. But yeah, one totem.
As well as the making side of things, many jewellers go on to set up and run their own thriving jewellery businesses, which is a whole skill in itself. I had a chat with Anna Campbell, the community manager at Jewellers Academy, about working to commission as a jeweller.
So usually when you're working to commission, a customer has approached you and asked for a bespoke piece of jewellery, usually for a special occasion or something like that, something a little bit different.
What's really nice for jewellers about working to commission is that you have that special kind of relationship with the customer. You normally are making something like, it might be an engagement ring or it might be an anniversary present. And of course, that's also reflected in the price, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So it is a really important thing to set out a contract so that the customer knows exactly what they're getting. But also one of the things we talk about is that pricing and actually getting 50% up front front, because if you're working on a piece, and particularly if you've got precious metals or precious gemstones, it is really important that you know that you can afford those on the budget.
Yeah, absolutely. And quotes for metal can change very quickly. So I think you're really right that the jewellers need to be taking at least 50% up front, and then it's something that's kind of delivered later. But I think it's a wonderful thing to add to any jewellery business. Okay, jewellers, so we have 1 hour to go. It's the final 60 minutes of making time. So I know the pressure's on, but you want to think about how you're going to finish off your pieces. You can do it. Last hour. Okay, so Marketa, what are you up to?
I am trying to do kambu, which is adding gold foil to a silver piece.
Beautiful. I
to
love
fuse it.
kambu. Yes, yeah. And what have you got on there?
I cut out heart. It's a freestyle.
Oh, come and have a look.
What are we
Wickly
cooking
and
here?
booing.
Yeah, have a look. It's really hot.
Super hot.
You can feel it, huh?
Cook your eggs on there.
Wow. Yeah.
It's going to look good. And when it flip browns with the setting on the other side, it's going to look awesome. So Marketa, do you think you'll be done in time? Final hour.
Oh, I will try my best.
That's all you can do. Cool. Well, good luck. Keep going.
Thank you.
Just getting it in the middle. That's always the tough bit of this. And obviously making sure it's touching the top so that looks central. Sort of. Soda time. It should go quite quick, but what I don't want to do is upset the other soldering I've done. Go. Yeah, I think that's gone. Did you see a little flash of light, anyone? See a flash? See, yeah, that's not gone. I'm fairly convinced, even with my limited understanding of soldering, that's not worked.
How's it going, Jazz?
Well, the good thing is I've already done the sort of sweat the solder on the back of the
Awesome.
piece, so all it's a case of doing
wow.
is putting it in place.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's just not falling flat because the flux is so high up. And then
A big old sweat solder.
big old sweat solder on a really chunky bit of metal.
Nice. No pressure.
No pressure. Oh God, and I'm shaking now as well.
Oh, deep breaths. And you're happy with the reticulation in the end?
In the end, yes. Definitely the bit at the back, the chunky bit. This bit that I'm placing now isn't quite as ripply as I wanted.
It looks gorgeous though, I think. Just a different effect. You get that with reticulation.
Also, there's something going on top of it, so it's not completely essential that it's reticulated.
The crucial moment. Yeah, there we go.
That'll do, on it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well done. It's not easy.
One more bit. Gosh, just hope it doesn't all fall apart.
You get this. You can do it. All right, jewellers, we've got 15 minutes to go. So this is your final 15 minutes of making time.
Okay, so it's not rippled quite as much as I hoped that it would, but it's okay, it's still got a nice texture, so I'm going to stick with it.
Okay there, jewellers, that is time up. Put your tools on anything you're working on down and get your pieces onto the mentors table ready for some feedback. Massive well done. You've done so well. So Stelios, the jewelers have all finished for today. How did they do?
They did great, really good job from everyone. Quite complicated pieces, and just in time.
Absolutely, yes, it was to the wire, wasn't it? So let's go through them one by one and have a look, because I think you're right, they did an amazing job with the time that they've had, and remembering that some of these jewelers have just been making for like a year or so, you know, it's incredible. So let's start with Marketa. What worked well with her piece, and was there any feedback for her of what she could improve on?
Actually, this is really, really beautiful piece. Riveting moves perfectly around. Yeah, really nice work. And Kembu worked really great. And the blue sapphire at the back, so if you want to wear it from the front. And
it's a nice
works
touch,
really
isn't
nice,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
But here I can see a little bit some scratches. Probably we didn't have enough time to finish it, because this is all about timing. If she was spending another 5-10 minutes on it, was going to be the perfect rub over. And yeah, really, really good job.
Yeah, so other than time and a little work on the cleanup of the flush setting, it's a great piece.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Good job. All right, lovely. And what about Sally's? Sally did a lot of piercing today. She was quite ambitious as well with the whole back with the scales. Incredible design. What worked well with hers, and what area could she work on if she wanted to just take it to one step further next time?
To be honest with you, here I can see lots of pierce work, yeah, really hollow piece, and it's so precise and so nice and even, and I can see even the inside, they're really nice filed, even the edges, and the faces are absolutely clear.
Such a lovely finish.
Exactly, yeah, really, really nice. The only thing is just the end of the clasp. So here it was lack of time, to be honest with you, probably. Then, we just a little bit, the chain is a little bit flipped, and we have some knots over there. But further than that is, really good and great work.
Amazing. So just working a bit more on the finishing at the back, but like you said, a bit more time.
Correct. It was all about time, definitely,
But I agree with you, she's so good at finishing off that's such an important thing, isn't it, for jewelers to be able to do the finishing as well as.
And also takes time to do that thing. It's really, really time consuming,
Absolutely. In 4 hours. Pretty awesome. And last but not least, we have Jasmine's piece. What worked well with this one, and what didn't? Again, it's another very ambitious piece to do in the time.
Ambitious, big, heavy. I love the textures. He gave different layers of texture, so give the 3D. The cabochon is really great, and also reticulation worked great, and too many layers as well in the meantime, so too many solders, quite lots of work over there as well.
I know she was stressing about that at the end, and I think she ran out a little bit of time with the settings, but she's done an amazing job. Is there anything that she could, if she was making the piece again, any tips for areas she could work on?
So just a little bit, apparently this is timing, lack of time, so I was going to take care of a little bit the different layers, a little bit better finishing, so just to make it look more equal and even. And I was going to avoid to use probably some paper to one of the gem. Because it's a little bit
tiny
faded.
scratch.
It's
little baby
just
scratch.
a little bit. That's it. But it was like it was just last minute. We were running to finish everything. But this is absolutely great as well. So
it's gorgeous, isn't it?
The
so
way
much
that
weight.
is even as well, left and right side, because it's quite Art Deco piece, and you can feel the balance and the geometrical shapes. So it's really, really good. Everything in the middle to the point.
Wonderful.
Really great thing.
So you have some little awards to give people.
I do.
Yes. Would you like to give those now? So we've asked you to pick some awards, one for each of the jewelers
have them
today.
Here.
Yes. Alrighty. Whenever you're ready.
So actually, started in the way that I'm sitting as well. Here is most commercial.
Wonderful. So Marketa's is the most commercial piece.
Correct.
Nice. Award for most commercial, which is really important if you're running a jewelry business.
It is,
to have something you can sell.
To catch the eye in a different way, and
Yeah.
to lots of people, And then here we have really great design.
Yes.
Because it's from the beginning till the end, from back, front. This is something that I always take care of for my work as well. Is
So much detail, nothing's
Correct.
left to chance.
correct. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's not just a clasp.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then here we have the grey technically.
Wonderful.
And too many layers, too much work, stone setting, two kind of stone settings. Yeah, it's like too many
Very
layers.
technical.
Quite technical piece. Yeah,
Well, I think the jewellers will be very happy with those.
I think the same. Yeah, they are great jobs.
Absolutely. Well, should we go and join them?
Let's go.
That brings us to the end of day 1. Thanks so much for coming on the journey with us. Join us next time when the jewellers will be making an engagement ring and wedding ring set for an edgy couple. Think gemstones, ring sizing, and some serious bling. For now, I think the jewellers have earned a nice, relaxing evening. It is a retreat after all. Until next time, from me and all of the jewellers, happy making.
Cheers!